Studies show that we spend about 60% of our communication time listening, yet we retain only about 25% of what we hear. Here is a startling truth. Most leaders listen not to understand, but to reply. They are loading their next verbal gun while the other person is still speaking. This disconnect is the #1 cause of misunderstandings and low morale in the workplace. Welcome back to Arts of Leadership. If emotional intelligence is the foundation, active listening is the house built upon it. Active listening is the deliberate act of focusing entirely on the speaker, understanding their message, and responding thoughtfully. It transforms a monologue into a dialogue and a boss into a leader. In this video, you will discover the 3 levels of listening and where most leaders get stuck. The SOAR technique to masterfully handle any conversation. The silent barriers that kill your credibility without you saying a word. Active listening goes beyond just hearing words with your ears. It is a cognitive and emotional process where you suspend your own judgment and agenda to fully immerse yourself in the speaker's perspective. It involves listening to the words, the tone of voice, and the body language to understand the complete message being sent. In the corporate world, feeling unheard is a primary driver of employee turnover. When a leader listens actively, it signals respect and validation. It reduces errors, fosters innovation because people feel safe to share ideas, and escalates conflicts before they become toxic. You cannot lead people you do not understand, and you cannot understand them if you do not listen. Oprah is often cited as one of the greatest interviewers of all time, not because she talks the most, but because she listens the deepest. She creates a safe container for her guests. By leaning forward, maintaining eye contact, and processing what is said before responding, she extracts stories and emotions that others miss. That is active listening in action. When Muley arrived at Ford, the culture was one of fear and hiding problems. He instituted weekly meetings where leaders had to share issues. Instead of blaming them, he listened actively and applauded them for bringing problems to light. By listening to understand the hurdles rather than judging the person, he saved Ford from bankruptcy during the 2008 crisis. Most people do not listen with the intent to understand. They listen with the intent to reply. Stephen R. Covey. To move from passive to active listening, use the acronym SOAR. It will keep you grounded in the conversation. When the other person stops talking, wait. Count to 2 in your head before you respond. This silence does 2 things. It gives them space to add a crucial thought they were hesitant to share, and it prevents you from interrupting or reacting impulsively. An employee finished explaining a mistake. Instead of jumping in with a solution, wait. They might add, and I think I know how to fix it, saving you the work of micromanaging. Listen with your eyes. Look at their posture. Are their arms crossed? Are they avoiding eye contact? Is their voice trembling? 55% of communication is nonverbal. If their words say I'm fine but their shoulders are slumped, believe the body. Your team member says they can handle the workload, but you notice dark circles under their eyes and a tired posture. You address the fatigue, not just the schedule. Ask open-ended questions to dig deeper. Avoid questions that can be answered with a simple yes or no. Use what and how instead of why, which can sound accusatory. Instead of asking, did you finish the report? Ask, what challenges are you facing with the report? This opens the door for a real conversation. This is the gold standard. Paraphrase what you heard to confirm understanding. Start with so, what I'm hearing is, or it sounds like you feel. So, it sounds like you're frustrated not by the workload itself, but by the lack of clear direction from the client. Is that right? The looping technique. Don't move to the next topic until the speaker says yes. That's exactly it. If they say no, not exactly, ask them to clarify and listen again. Loop until you get it right. Imagine a leader named David. The top performer, Sarah, threatens to quit. A passive listener might say, "Here is a 10% raise, stay," but David uses SOAR. He observes she seems disengaged. He asks, "What has changed for you lately?" Sarah reveals she feels stagnant. David reflects, "You feel you've stopped growing." She agrees. David doesn't just throw money. He creates a new mentorship role. She stays. Active listening solved the root cause, not just the symptom. Listening only for keywords that trigger your own advice or story. You stop listening because you are already drafting your brilliant response in your head. Consciously tell yourself, "I am here to learn, not to teach." If you catch yourself planning your response, mentally delete it and return to their words. Checking emails, looking at your phone, or scanning the room while someone is talking to you, this signals you are not important. The zero device rule. When an employee enters your office or you are on a video call, close your laptop or turn your phone face down. Give them 100% of your visual attention. Interrupting because you think you know what they are going to say. This is arrogant and shuts down the speaker's train of thought. Bite your tongue literally, if you have to. Remind yourself that they may have a nuance you haven't heard yet. Let them complete their thought. Listen for the music behind the words. Ask yourself, what is the emotional tone here? Are they scared, proud, hesitant? Addressing the emotion is often more powerful than addressing the facts. One, listening is an active, cognitive discipline, not a passive state of hearing. To apply the SOAR method, silence, observe, ask, reflect to ensure you truly understand. 3. Eliminate distractions and interrupting. Respect the speaker enough to let them finish. In your next conversation, whether at work or home, try the 2-second rule. When the other person finished speaking, count to the silently before you respond. Notice how much deeper the conversation becomes. You've learned to listen, but how do you respond when the stakes are high? In the next video, we will tackle navigating difficult conversations, how to give feedback without causing resentment. Who is the person in your life you struggle to listen to the most? Why? Share your thoughts in the comments below, and let's discuss how to break that barrier. Thank you for tuning in. If you are ready to become a leader who truly hears people, hit that like button and subscribe. I'll see you in the next lesson.